In virtually every story we write, it's a given that we will give our hero challenges to face. Those obstacles we put in his or her path are likely to be external in nature, delivered by either circumstances or by an antagonist. But we can increase the drama even further by slipping in some struggles for the hero that come from within. Besides making our protagonist more lifelike, a character flaw has the power to add the fascinating element of irony. A hero who becomes guardian of his nephew will have a worse time of it if he can barely take care of himself. An eyewitness to a murder will find it harder to testify if he was somewhere he wasn't supposed to be. This inner demon doesn't have to be anything illegal, immoral, or fattening. It can be a guilty conscience, an ethical dilemma, the tug-of-war between the angel on one shoulder and the devil on the other. Anything that creates conflicting feelings is material for mayhem. Now, it can feel against the grain to make our hero imperfect, especially if we write in first person, because our own voice is inherently caught up in there on a conscious or unconscious level. If it helps to distance you from your character, seek out a trait you don't possess. Need some ideas? The 7 deadly sins could be a source of inspiration. Pride, greed, wrath, envy, lust, gluttony, and sloth are examples of vices you could tempt your hero with. If you just can't get comfortable giving your hero a flaw,
I don't think so.
Consider a vulnerability instead. What's the difference? One would consider chronic grouchiness a flaw, whereas a fear of heights amounts to a vulnerability. Simply put, a flaw is something we can change. A vulnerability is something we can't. It's not Indiana Jones' fault that he's afraid of snakes, though he probably could get therapy for that. Depending on what you're going for, a vulnerability can elicit sympathy more than a flaw. At the same time, a flaw is a handy idiosyncrasy you can work into your character arc. The most unflawed character in all of fiction would probably have to be Superman. Here's a guy who possesses superhuman powers and uses them for the public good. Yet, he is vulnerable to kryptonite, much less the designs of a femme fatale who steals his invincible heart. If Superman didn't possess qualities that could weaken him, he would be as plastic as the toys made in his image. Whether our protagonist is a hero in the most literal sense of the word, or an underdog who must rise from the ashes, we give our story layers if we include an Achilles heel above and beyond the main external conflict. The reader may not have personal experience with a tsunami or a kidnapping, but everyone knows what it's like to be human.